Hi, my name is Jonathan. I'm with O3 Vets, and I'm here to show you how to use the new rectal ozone kit, how to set that up and get going with it. So before we get into that, rectal ozone therapy has been used for quite some time now, and it's just a wonderful way to very simply use ozone therapy and to treat the body with ozone, and it can be done in the comfort of one's home. So that's why it's become so popular, really. So let's go ahead and take a look at our kit here. We'll just open this up and take the different components out. Now your kit will come with 2 insufflation bags, and it will also come with 10 catheters and 2 syringes. I'm going to leave one of those bags in there. There's also some instructions as to how to do this in your kit. Here we have an ozone insufflation bag. They come in sterile packaging, and this is what that looks like. Now we have a new bag that's made from very highly resistant ozone material, and you won't find this bag anywhere else. So it's the best one available on the market. It's going to last you a long time, and it comes with a clamp so that you can clamp off and make sure no ozone escapes once you have your bag full, and a graduated slits so that you can fill this bag to the proper amount of ozone that you need to use. So that's a little bit about the bag. It comes also with a simple lure lock connection that'll hook up to pretty much any ozone generator. There's the bag, and we're going to jump over and look at the catheters. Those come in a pack of 10, and again they come with a couple of slots at the bottom of the catheter where the ozone is going to be infused into the rectum. And then just again a simple lure lock connection that actually connects directly to our bag. So that's how that works. And then you're going to have a couple syringes as well that come with the kit. Syringes are primarily actually just used to clean the catheters out if you're going to reuse those. And I'll show you how to do that a little bit later. So let's go ahead and take our bag and our catheter, and we're going to go to our Hummingbird ozone generator, which is a wonderful little home use generator that produces high quality medical ozone. And we are going to go ahead and get our generator going. We'll let that warm up for a minute or two. Once we're ready, we're going to go ahead and turn our oxygen on to the correct setting. And once that's done, we will, and we know there's ozone flowing out of there, we'll connect our bag up. At this point, we want to make sure that our clamp is open. If you leave your clamp shut, you can end up damaging the ozone generator. You want to make sure that's open so that you've got a flow of ozone directly to the bag. When we have the proper amount, and we can pinch off on these lines to fill that up to the proper amount, depending on how much we're going to use. Once we have the proper amount, we'll go ahead and shut the oxygen off. We'll shut our clamp off. We'll turn our ozone generator off, and we will take that and connect our bag directly to our catheter. Now, at the point we're going to treat the patient, we'll take a little bit of, I like to use olive oil, ozonated olive oil or something to lubricate the tip of that, just so that it slides in a little bit easier. We'll take that to the patient, and once we're ready, we'll go ahead and just insert the tip of the catheter into the rectum. It doesn't have to be too far. You can insert that 5 or 6 inches, and then go ahead and roll the bag up to where the ozone oxygen mixture is, and then we can go ahead and unclamp our bag. This there, and you'll either have a roller clamp or what they call a pinch clamp. Either one of those work just fine. And this one happens to have a roller clamp. And so we'll roll our bag up, and then we'll just continue rolling that and infusing the ozone into the rectum. Once we are done infusing the ozone into the rectum, we're going to recommend that you roller clamp off at that point. You can remove your bag if you'd like to and set that aside, and then you're just going to remove the catheter from the rectum, and you're ready to go to the next phase, which is the cleanup. Now, the catheter can be tossed out at that point, or you can choose to clean it out. That's up to you. I would mention too that we'd like to store the bag with the roller clamp open. Make sure we get all the ozone out of there. Ozone tends to break down products that are even ozone resistant over a long period of time. We're talking months and years here. So it's just better to store it with that clamp open. Make sure we get all the ozone out of there. So we can take this over to our sink if we're going to clean them out, and we can take our syringe and we can draw up some water into our syringe. We're going to go ahead and connect that to our catheter, put that down into the drain of the sink, and then just go ahead and shoot the water out of that to get it cleaned out there. We can take some hydrogen peroxide, and I actually like to use this, and dump a little hydrogen peroxide into there, and we can put some on a little cloth or a napkin and wipe this down on the outside. Then we'll put the tip of our catheter, if everything looks good and clean, down in here, hook our syringe back up, and then we'll suck a little bit of hydrogen peroxide up through the catheter. And I'll take that and I will let it sit there. I'll prop that up and let it sit there for a minute or so and just make sure it's good and clean. At that point, we can go ahead and get rid of all the hydrogen peroxide out of there, dry things off, and then store it. And you're ready to use that again. So that is all there is to the rectal ozone therapy. It takes approximately 5 minutes, and that's it.